everybody. Hey, Sherry. Sherry, thank you so much for coming. Laura, hey, Vanessa. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to give time for more to come in. Yes, Laura, you're right. I'm going to try to hold it together as much as I can. Because it is very serious, you guys. Y'all know I don't put stuff out with this kind of titles and urgent and... Hi, Janet. Thanks for coming. So I'm trying to get it to come up on my phone. And like I said, I'm going to try to hold it together, but I'm not going to guarantee. Anything for today. Oh, I had to mute that. There we go. So he did not have a stroke, so that's a good thing, I guess. But it's that would have been better. Hey, Kelly and Robin. So I'm going to give more time for everybody to come in. I will be posting my PayPal link. Y'all will understand in a minute. If y'all want to donate, it would be greatly appreciated. It's horrible. Thanks, Kathy. Oh, and hey, I missed you coming in. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I put it in a lot of groups. I sent it out through Instagram, and I know Sherry, if she's here, she tweets stuff out. And Sherry, I picked up some subscribers from you the other night. I'm probably not supposed to say that. And I don't know if they saw this or not. Hey, everybody that came in. Hey, Patty. Thank you. I'm going to try to keep it together, but I can't promise y'all anything. And everybody, please thumbs up. YouTube loves it when we did that because that's how we get our videos shared out to other people. I don't know if I sent BMall the thing or not, though, Laura. I meant to. I don't know if I got that far down my messenger list. Oh, hang on. Let's see if I can do this without cutting us off. Joe, hang on a minute because you shouldn't, nothing, we talked the other day, everything should be fine. So I don't know, but hang on. I don't think that's, no, it's not what I wanted. Yep. So I'm working on it. You will in a minute, I hope. I had unblocked. I had a couple of people got accidentally blocked, and I thought I went in and undid all that, but it's evidently I'm fixing it if I can. Because I realized it and I fixed it, but I'm not saying it's not fixed. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. Joe, go out and come back in again. Hey, Clara. Okay, I think that fixed it, and I'm leaving that window up just in case. Let me make sure we're on live chat over here. Yes. Okay. Oh, I lost my YouTube on my phone. Oh, no. Hang on. Oh, it's minimized. I got it back. Boy, all this different stuff at one time. So how's everybody doing? And Sherry, when I was on your channel the other night, I thought it was a stroke. It is much worse than a stroke, sweetie. So I'm going to start by putting my little PayPal thing in here for you guys. If you want to, you don't have to. But I just paste. What is it not doing? There it goes. Okay, here's the situation. I took Nick to the emergency room Friday because Friday morning he woke up, or we took him Friday afternoon. His whole left side was numb. He had a splitting headache that he could not get to go away. His mouth was drooping and his speech was a little off. Well, he didn't want to go to the emergency room. He called dial-a-nurse, who made him call the paramedics because she told him she would call back. So he called the paramedics. They came out. They recommended we take him to the hospital, which was awesome because that's what I wanted to begin with. Hey, B-Ma, thank you for coming. So we took him to the hospital. They did they did x-rays first. Now, keep in mind, when he fell, we had chest x-rays, CAT scan, all that. That was 4 months ago. Everything was clear. After the x-rays, the doctor didn't like what he saw, so they sent him for a CAT scan at the ER. That CAT scan showed he has lesions on the frontal lobe of his brain. He has nodules on his left lung, and his left lung looks like he's got pneumonia, but he does not. They then transported him to Birmingham Friday night so he could have an MRI Saturday morning. So yesterday, my day went with, I had the MRI and I'm being tested for cancer. And I said, wait a minute, what happened to stroke? He goes, oh, that's off the table. So I was like, okay, let me know what's going on. About an hour and a half later, I got a phone call. I have cancer. Here's the doctor. He has lung cancer. And it has metastasized. And he has lesions on his brain, which are causing, hey, Mary, all the symptoms that mimicked a stroke. And so today they did biopsies so we can find out exactly what kind of cancer we're dealing with so we can try to plan something. I talked to the doctor while I was there today, and it will be, I said, what stage is it? And he said, well, to be honest, because it's metastasized, it's either stage 3 or stage 4. I said, wait, 4 months ago, none of this was here. He said, no, cancer can lay dormant for years, never know it's there. And then he fell. And that fall did whatever it did. And it woke it up, and here we are. So we thought he was going to go back to work. Nope, he's not going back to work. He won't be home until after the biopsy results come in because they want, his doctor said, I don't want him to fall through the follow-up crack, which is where they send you home and they're supposed to follow up and they don't. So he's not leaving the hospital until a plan is in place. So thank you, Sherry. Thanks, Laura. It makes no sense to me either, Kathy, that we went, but it's the good thing is we had the x-rays and CAT scan from 4 months ago that they could compare it to and know that there was something not right. We are. I have to go down there tomorrow and have that conversation. Either tomorrow, and then Tuesday I have to be down there because if we get the results back Tuesday, I have to be available to make a plan. So I won't be live on Tuesday because I'll be trying to get all of this together. So I thought my world was starting to right itself, and it just got topsy-turvy all over again. Thank you, Robin. It does take time. Thank y'all. And I put the reason I put the link in. I have a sale scheduled for the 4th. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that sale at this point because I don't know what I don't know what's going on. So I put the link in. I'll put it in again just in case y'all want to do anything, because at this point we're broke. I got to buy medicine because I know he's coming home on pain meds. I have $10 in my bank account. I can't buy pain medication. And I wasn't really worried about having the $10 because I knew I had the sale coming up. He's going to be coming home before my sale is scheduled. And there's no way I can get him. Now, they said the hospital might be able to do that, but we don't know. Oh, cool, Robin. Thank you, Kelly. It is really hard. I haven't really broken down in front of Nick because he's got enough on his plate with dealing with. He thought maybe it was a stroke too, and then this. It's horrible. I know, and I can't do anything before tomorrow because they've already been in his room. The weekend finance person was in his room, left a packet. I brought that home so I can get bank statements and all that together and get it back to the hospital with all the information that they need. I know, Joe, and I'm glad you're there. Yeah, no, I have to be strong. I can break down when Nick's asleep or when I'm at home away from right now when I'm here by myself or whatever. I'm not breaking down at the hospital. And he don't need that. Okay, Robin. Thanks, Joe. Exactly, Sherry. And I didn't want to type it in like the Facebook group, an update with this information on it. I didn't want to do that. So I figured I would just put a live stream out there and let y'all know what's going on. And it's hard to craft and be happy when your world is falling apart. Thanks, Laura. And I appreciate that. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that so much. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm blubbering like an idiot on here. I will, Vanessa. I know I was all prepared to deal with stroke, numbness, because here's the thing, you guys. He's lost 36 pounds since he fell. And I've watched him get better with the walking and that kind of thing. But at the same time, the last couple of weeks, I've watched other things decline. And it's hard. I lost something in chat. I I got lost in chat, you guys. Okay. You didn't realize what, Laura? Blipper all I want. Okay. Okay, thank you, Sherry. Oh, wow, Kelly and Robin both. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, yeah. I mean, since the fall. And that's, and we associated, here's what the doctor said. There's a lot of things that were going on that he kept having chest pains. We thought that was his cracked ribs. His side was hurting. Again, we thought that was from the fall and the cracked ribs. If he stumbled, the fall and the cracked ribs, nowhere did we think he's got lesions on his brain or there's other stuff going on. It was the fall. And that's what the doctor said. The fall kind of masked other symptoms, and the other symptoms were masking other things. And until it came to where it was the tingling and the drooping and looked like a stroke, which was a good thing, the doctor said, because it got us to the hospital and got him checked. We had no idea. Oh, cool. I will check into that. Thanks, Vanessa. Thank you, Mary. Love you too, Sherry. Thank you. And if y'all don't know Sherry is awesome, you guys. And while y'all are here, even though we're doing this kind of thing, y'all should check out Sherry's channel. And whoever Jean is on here, thank you. I know who you are, because I just don't know who you are. But thank you. That came through. GoFundMe does take part of the money. PayPal takes less than GoFundMe. Even setting up the YouTube fundraiser, that took more money than PayPal, you guys, to be honest. Thank you, Tammy. It's better to go through PayPal, honestly, which is why I keep putting the link up, because the GoFundMe, I don't remember what the percentages are, but PayPal took less off of any of my sales than what my the Facebook fundraiser took. Hey, Tina, thank you for coming. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, and neither is a Facebook fundraiser, you guys. Facebook will let us do fundraisers, but they take just as much as GoFundMe, and it's really not worth it. So I will put my PayPal back in here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do my sale on the 4th. That's up in the air, kind of. If I can't, what I'll do is I'll come in and maybe do some short videos and just load stuff up in the Zibbet store. And hey to everybody that recently came in. And if you don't know what's going on, anybody new that came in, I thought Nick had a stroke on Friday, and I took him to the emergency room. It was not a stroke, you guys. Nick has cancer. He has lung cancer that has metastasized. And when I looked that up on the internet to see what it means, it's spread, but that happens in stage 3 or stage 4. The doctor verified today that, yes, that's what we're looking at when we get the biopsies back. So thank you, thank you so much, Els. I appreciate it. We can do sales on Facebook, and you can still invoice them, and then they could pay through PayPal. It's all in how you invoice it. And I have a lady that I buy stuff from that has a Facebook group, and she lists stuff in her group for sale, and you just go in and say that you want that item. She invoices it through PayPal. So yeah, there's a way to have it done. So we had, hey Deborah, thank you so much, Deborah. So okay, Tina, thank you so much. So they did 4 biopsies today. They took 2 from a lymph node on his neck and 2 from under his left arm. Those results will be back hopefully Tuesday, no later than Wednesday. And then we'll know what we're dealing with. Thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate it. And it came through. I saw it come up. That's the noises my phone is making because it's not on Do Not Disturb anymore. Because the phone calls from other people coming in that I don't know, or that ain't in my contact list. But after we have the results of the biopsies, we'll know exactly what type of cancer it is and can formulate a plan to deal with it and plan how we're gonna get rid of it or treat it. That's what I'm trying to say. How we're gonna treat it. The last 2 days have been horrible. Horrible. Oh yeah, I was just looking to see what metastasized was and what stage that happens, and it's stage 3 and stage 4. So this cancer has moved rapidly. And that's another scary thing, the way that it's grown in 4 months, the way it went from there was nothing there to now there's definite stuff there. Oh, what did Kat say? Oh, that is a good idea, Kathy. Right. I get that, Laura. You're fine. I just wanted to come on more than anything and give y'all an update. Put the PayPal link out there. If y'all, just in case, whatever. I understand it's the end of the month. I get that. And let y'all know I may not be able to do a sale and why. And what's going on and everything. Thanks, Kathy. Because this is hard. It's not anything that I expected. And my family, you guys, is not, in case my family's on here watching, I hope this doesn't hurt anybody's feelings, but it's the truth. You guys in this chat right now and the people who watch this channel are more family to me, hey Misty, than my family. And that's another reason I'm on here. I do have a family, but it's like it might as well just be name only. I know Mother can't do anything and I'm here taking care of her, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. Love you too, Misty. Thanks, Kathy. I got it. So, and there's some of you that I talk to off of YouTube that we talk, and my family situation, so we might have shared a last name at one time, and that's pretty much it. And parentage, because that's about how helpful they are. I know y'all will, and the crafting community is a great community, and I just wanted to let y'all know exactly what is happening. I was shocked. I'm still in shock. What am I saying? Because that was the last thing I thought I was going to hear. Was cancer. Thank you, Misty. I mean, it was the very last thing I thought I would hear. And I see that more people came in. If you have questions, just please put it in caps and I'll answer them so I don't keep repeating the same thing over and over. It is, Laura, to go from, one outcome of I'm going back to work in a couple of weeks to wham, bam, no, you ain't. But here's what we know. I'm going to tell y'all, and amongst this, the Lord is good. I am a believer, and I know that when I talked yesterday to him, the neurologist that I talked to was awesome. That was the doctor he handed the phone to. He explained to me a lot of things about what's going on and stuff and told me, because at the time we didn't know there was a biopsy scheduled. And he said, if there's, he's not to leave this hospital without a biopsy. So I said, well, how do I do that? He said, you need to come in here first thing in the morning and sit here, and every doctor that comes in these doors, and he's got about 5 of them, say biopsy to him and get him a biopsy. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get kicked out of a hospital, y'all. Thank you, Vanessa. Oh, thank you, Kelly and Robin. So I thought, I'm going to get kicked out of a hospital because I will be a bulldog for my husband. And he was not going to leave a hospital without a biopsy. Well, that doctor left, and right after he left, the other doctor came in. And he was there to get Nick scheduled for a biopsy. I said, let me make sure I'm understanding, because I was still on speakerphone. I said, let me make sure I'm understanding this. You're doing a biopsy on him. He said, if I have to, I'm going to make sure he said, if I have to come in here early in the morning and do it when there's no emergency surgery scheduled, I'll do it. The doctor said, I can sneak him into an OR and have him back out in 30 minutes. They'll never know I was in there. That doctor, who happened to be on call, came in this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning and took Nick to a surgery just to make sure he could get those biopsies done today. Because when I talked to the doctor today, his regular doctor, he said, normally a biopsy wouldn't have been done till Monday. They would not have done it on a Sunday. So this doctor went above and beyond and got those done so we could get results back and start the treatment process. So the Lord is good. Doctors have been put in place, and the doctor who looked at the x-rays the other night didn't like what he saw, and he was very proactive and sent us to Birmingham where we could get MRIs and get further testing. It's just a lot, you guys. I mean, right now I don't even have, mother has thankfully, and she's at the end of the month too, had enough left over to put gas in the car for me to get to Birmingham, because all we've worried about is, do we have money to go get groceries and get him to his doctor's appointments? And his mother got enough money to get back and forth to church, and the car's been covered, but it takes $20 in her car just to go to the hospital for one day. That's to the hospital and back, because the hospital is an hour from here, because we live in the middle of nowhere. I agree, Laura. And I'll be on as much as I can, you guys. I know that tomorrow I should be here tomorrow. I'm going to try to talk to the financial aid lady over the phone, because I got to go to the bank and get bank statements and all kind of stuff for that. Tuesday, I know I will be at the hospital all day. Hopefully we'll get the results back Tuesday, but I need to be there if we do, to be where I can hear what the doctors are saying. And because Nick's not remembering anything, you guys. He's not. I know they're going to send him home with pain management because he's in a lot of pain. Okay, I will, Kathy. Hey, Trucker Janie, thank you for coming. He's in a lot of pain. And we thought that was from the fall. It's not. He's got constant headaches and stuff. And so for them to alleviate that, he's going to be coming home with pain medication so they can manage his pain. They're hoping to get that figured out while he's in the hospital. And what they need to send him home with, I just hope that either the hospital they have a pharmacy at the hospital, fill one and bill me for them to wipe it out. I'd rather them do that, because I don't have the money to go right now to the pharmacy, to CVS, to get them filled, even with the free RX or whatever it is. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it so much. Hey, Judy. Even with that free RX app or whatever it is, they're not. It's still expensive. So if y'all have any questions, just type it in all caps and I'll repeat. Thanks, Judy. I appreciate it. And if I've missed anybody coming in, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, thank you, Els. I will. And I have you on, I'm sure I have you on Facebook Messenger because I had to invoice you and stuff. I hope I have you on there. But yeah, I'll find you. We should have the biopsy results either Tuesday or Wednesday, Misty. And he's not going to get out of the hospital until a plan is in place for his long-term care. Okay, I do have you on there. I just didn't get that far down my list today when I was sending out notifications. I do, Misty. Thanks y'all so much. Y'all don't know, because that's what I need the most is just people to listen, that will listen and let me vent, because I don't need to do this in front of Nick. For Nick, I need to be the happy person, the it's all going to be okay person, no matter what I'm thinking. And no matter how scared I am, I can't let him know that. I know, Kathy. Okay, Tina. Good night, Tina. Thanks for coming. I don't sleep a lot either, Els. I really don't. Thank you, Misty. And I know y'all, and I love all of y'all. Thank you, Tina. And I do love all y'all. I really do. And I appreciate your support so much. It does mean a lot. It really does. And we have a great community. We really do. So as I get answers, I will let y'all know. We do have, well, I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but yeah, we have a lot of planning to do. If I can get this off this board. I made clay the other night, you guys. It's not baked. I made this the other night with polymer clay. She's not baked yet, but she's going to go on an album cover, I think. Is this something that you guys, and now see, I'm just going straight into crafting from this. Oh, thank you, Misty. See, I can make stuff like this and put it in my Zibbet store. Like I said, she is not baked yet. When she's baked, she won't be floppy. I'm putting her back on the sheet over here. Oh, thank you, Deborah. And I'm going to make these little flowers because I have a little punch for those little flowers. And those are also polymer clay. And I was thinking about putting those in little kits to sell. So stuff like that. But I'm putting her back on the board before I mess her all up because she has to get baked. And that stuff's been sitting here for a couple of days. I just haven't taken the time to go put it in the oven and bake it. It's sitting on a great big thing. Oh, wow. I'm glad you liked them, Laura. I need to make some more of those dragon eyes things. I just don't know when I'm going to have I know the next couple of days I don't have time to really do anything unless I can't sleep and come in here late at night. But then my brain is not focused enough for me to sit here and craft, if that makes any sense. Thank you, Patty. I'm having a lot of trouble focusing the last few days. I guess that's understand. And then I think, why am I, I beat myself up because I'm not focusing or I'm like scattered. But I guess it's normal in my situation. Yeah, I know. I just have to keep telling myself, it's okay. It's okay. So. Oh, wow, Deborah, you saw it was on? And so, and just trying to remember calling people, and because Nick doesn't want to call, I'm making the phone calls, and that's what I do. I know, and I haven't eaten today yet. That's bad, 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 bad. I'm going to eat when I get off of here. I don't even know what I want to eat, though. I agree, Laura. And I have a few things that I can sell made. I just don't have the quantity that I wanted to have because, like I said, I've been watching over the last 2 weeks, things with Nick kind of decline a little bit in other areas. His walking is much improved, but just it's hard to explain unless you've seen somebody go through it. There was a point last week where I thought, okay, and this is going to sound horrible. I won't, Joe. Oh, thank you, Laura. So I watched my dad die, as y'all know. It's very hard. And I've seen Nick decline in ways that I'm like, I'm sitting here watching this again, and I didn't think I'd be doing it 5 years later. Hey, Maddie, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. And I know Maddie is just now coming in, so I'm going to repeat. Maddie, if I can't keep it together, I'm sorry. Hey, Patricia, how are you? So, as you know, Maddie, I put in the group that I thought Nick had a stroke. Hey, Jersey Crafter Laura, how are you? Hey, Abril. I'll wait for some more before I repeat because I see more people are coming in. I'll give it a minute. Exactly, because I have to be here for both. So I thought Nick had a stroke, and I took him to the emergency room on Friday afternoon. They ran chest x-rays and other x-rays because he was complaining of a headache. His left side was numb. His mouth was drooping. His speech was a little slurred. And I'm going to put my PayPal link back in for all the new people. Hi, Julia. Thank you for coming. Oh, wait, what's Maddie? I missed something. Thank you, Maddie. So, hey, Angie, how are you? It is okay, Angie, and I can send it to you. It's oh, but you don't. Yes, you can get my address. Maddie has it. Aaron has it. Several people have it. Anyway, so they did some x-rays and stuff. And now keep in mind, back when he fell 4 months ago, we did all this x-rays and stuff, and nothing was there. And so I take him to the hospital, and they ran x-rays. The doctor didn't like what he saw, so he did a CAT scan. Nick has nodules on his lung, his left lung, and it looks like he's got pneumonia, but he does not have pneumonia. He's also got lesions on his brain. Nick has lung cancer. And they did biopsies this morning. This is so hard. They did biopsies this morning on him, 4 biopsies. We're waiting on those results to come back. That's to determine the type of cancer, besides lung cancer, what the specific cancer is, so we can formulate a plan for treatment. So that's where I am right now. And he's in the hospital until the results come back. Oh, thank you, Angie. So that's where we are. We are waiting on results. Yesterday was horrible, which is why I didn't put anything in the group. I went from, they transferred him to Birmingham for an MRI for further tests. Yes, Janie. Let me do that real quick. So, thank you, Janie. It's there. Thank you, everybody. And so he called me and told me that they had done the MRI and that they were checking him now for cancer. And I was like, wait, Nick, where did stroke, what happened? And he said, stroke is off the table. And I was like, okay. Hey, Rebecca. Thank you so much. And so then the next call I got was the test, that basically the tests were done. He has cancer, and here's a doctor to talk to, which I wanted to kill him for all that at one time. And here's a doctor. And I was like, well, hang on. I have to get, hey, Rosie, thank you. I need to get paper. And I have 2 pages of notes, you guys, on everything that doctor told me, because I knew I wouldn't remember. I know, Angie. I knew I was going to have one, so it's fine. It's still an opinion. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Els. So this is where we are at this point. I'm just waiting on test results now to come in, and they're working with us on the medications to make sure they can keep it, because what they were going to send me, when I talked to the doctor, I said, what medication is he on? Hi, everybody else that just came in, and they told me, and I'm like, we can't afford that. I know how much that medication is. And we can't afford that medicine. So while I had my little app open, he gave me some other options. Thank you, Maddie. Y'all, I'm seeing this stuff coming in on PayPal. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. And so I had the app open, and he was helping me spell stuff. Hey, Nick Paul, thank you for coming. And we were looking it up to get it affordable. So he put notes in Nick's file, what Nick is supposed to be sent home with, so that we can get the medications to manage his pain. Because right now, the cancer is creating so much pain that we thought was related back to his fall, and it's not. We had no idea. until yesterday that even, cancer was not even a possibility till yesterday afternoon. I still want to say it's not a possibility, but it's there. And if you have any questions, please just put it in caps and I'll answer them the best I can. And if I've missed anybody coming in, I'm so sorry. And I'm going to so just be sure and ask questions if you have questions. We are, Judy, definitely. That's on the schedule for tomorrow because Tuesday, when the results come back in, we have to make a plan for his treatments and stuff. My mom is right next door, but no one's here with me. But Mother's right next door. Oh, Judy, I didn't know about talking to the pharmacist. That's an idea. But Mother is right next door. And everybody's just a phone call away. That's how I look at it. Everybody's a phone call away. And I have been talking to some people on the phone. Brenda, my friend Ramona. I talked to Joe a little bit and some other. Hey, Angela, how are you? Thank you, Angela. That means a lot. Oh, cool. That is nice to know, Laura. That's awesome. Oh, good. Oh, thank you, Laura. I don't have that kind of pharmacy here, Rebecca. Um, it's a small town. And yeah, Angela, you heard that ugly C word. They diagnosed Nick yesterday with that. And we're just waiting to find out what kind and everything. Yeah, it's been an ordeal, Angela. So he's not going back to work. We have to get the disability thing going again, but this time they shouldn't deny anything. It's a cancer claim. We're just waiting on his biopsy results so we can, with the doctors, formulate a plan on how to treat it. Exactly. God is in control. And that's what I was saying earlier. The doctors that were in place at the hospitals, both on Friday and on yesterday morning, had to be put there by a higher power. Hi, Christy. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming because of the way things worked out. So, oh, wow, I'll have to do that. Oh, cool. And I'm going to keep this chat so that I can refer back to this, because this is a lot of information. Y'all are being so helpful. Thank you, Julia. Oh, cool, Christy. Thank you for that information. Like I said, I'm going to save this. I'm going to let this chat stay up. There's nothing bad in our chats anyway. And that way I'll have all this information, because there's no way I could remember all this. Thank you, Julia. I really appreciate it. I'll put it back in again, Angela. Okay. It is the same one I use on my sales, but I put it back. It should be in there now. And Robin, if you could send me the link to that Facebook group, that would be awesome. And I'll just send it like through Messenger, because we're on Messenger. Thank you, Maddie. And I hated to do this against your live. It's just, I was going to do it yesterday, and there were so many lives yesterday. And then today it was like, I just need to do it, or and just do it. It should be in the description box. That's not there. Well, let me check, because I added it. Nope. I will re-add it when this goes up, because I put it in there the other day. Oh, wait. Yeah, it should be in there, and it's not. We have groceries covered because we did get the food stamps. The main thing I need help with is our power bill, because the power company, you guys, will not work with us at all. Vanessa, I was looking to see if the PayPal link was in the description box, because I put it in the general description box that goes on all your videos. I put it there the other day and saved it, but evidently YouTube didn't like that. So I'll put it there again. The power company doesn't work with you here at all. Oh, I mean, we've been calling them, and we pay what we've been. It's our power bill is current, because they won't work with you. The only other thing bill wise, because we don't have a lot of bills, you guys, is the cable, because cable is what lets me stream. And without the internet, which we don't have cable TV, we cut that off when this first all started. I cut the bill by $100 by cutting cable TV off. But I still have to have the internet, because the internet's what lets me stream, and what lets me watch my Facebooks and stay up to date with you guys and all that. So those are the two main things: the internet and the power bill. Because either one of them, if you get behind, they will cut it off. Community Action, which will give you help with your power bill, ours has no funding. They never have funding. Thank you, Angela, or Vanessa, for putting that back in. Our cable company is through Otelco, and my internet bill is $105, because if I drop it, I lose the upload speed, and it goes below what YouTube needs to go to. I can't upload. I can't stream, because it drops it below what YouTube needs to stream. I've been to several of the community churches, to the churches that we've gone to. We're on prayer chains everywhere, thank goodness. But I guess it's because we live in a country community. We are in a rural area. So the cable company or internet service is Otelco, and they won't work with you. But it's not due till the 10th, and I was thinking my sale I would have enough to cover that on the 10th. I know, Angie, and that's fine. So you being here and supporting this way is so important. It's just as important. Right. I don't know if we have an urban league, Els. I'll have to look into that. That's another good thing. Y'all are definitely helping. Moral support is very important. It definitely is. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Angela. I really appreciate it. Oh, you're fine. Y'all are all fine. I appreciate everything. Oh, they both take out money now, Christy. Friends and family or otherwise. Their PayPal's getting their money no matter what you do. So it doesn't matter which one you pick, hun. It's still less than what would come out if it was a GoFundMe. And thank you. But yeah, you can just pick either one. If you want to count it as a donation for tax purposes, I wouldn't do friends and family. Do the business. I don't know what you pick, honestly, but yeah, pick the other ones just so you can, and you're protected that way too. Oh, you need friends and family? Okay, then yeah, do friends and family. That's fine. Yeah, they get it anyway. I know, Kathy. That's funny. Good night, Rosie. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Yeah, GoFundMe takes. See my and the Facebook fundraiser, which is not GoFundMe, also takes out more than PayPal takes out. Oh, that would be awesome, Laura, to do a hop, and that way y'all aren't having to mail stuff to me, and it can just be on one channel. Hi, Mary. How are you? Thank you for coming. Oh, thank you, Els. I will, and thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Yes, we all need to eat. Bring back virtual food. Okay, Mary. I'm gonna try this again, you guys. And pay attention to what BMO's typing in, you guys. That's very important. Thank you, Christy. It came in. I appreciate it. Okay, so right, we could do it on Elle's channel through StreamYard. So I thought Nick had a stroke Friday, Mary, and we went to the emergency room Friday afternoon. After going through, he called the dial a nurse because he didn't want to go and thought that they could tell him that he didn't have to go. They told him to call 911. We got the ambulance out here, did all that. At any rate, okay, Judy, we ended up at the emergency room. That's true too, Laura. At the emergency room, we thought he had had the stroke because his left side was numb. He had a headache all day. His mouth had a slight droop and his speech was off and he was having trouble swallowing. All things that point to stroke. And so that's why we went to the emergency room. They did x-rays. Now with the fall, they had also done x-rays. So they had x-rays to compare it to because it's the same hospital network. The x-rays they did Friday at the emergency room did not look like the ones they did previous. So they didn't like the way those looked, so they did a CAT scan. He's got lesions on his brain and his frontal lobe, which is what's creating the pressure on the brain that's causing all the other symptoms. And then, thank you, Vanessa. I will. And you have a great evening. Thank you, Deborah. Bye, you guys, and have a great evening. So they sent him to Birmingham for an MRI for definitive more results, I guess, to rule out stroke. So I get a call yesterday that they did the MRI, and now they're testing him for cancer. The stroke was done. He didn't have a stroke. They ruled that out. The next call I got was, I have cancer. Here's a doctor. So he has cancer. They did biopsies. They did 4 biopsies this morning. We're waiting on those results to find out exactly what type of cancer so we can formulate a plan to treat the cancer. Thanks, Vanessa. And so that's where I'm waiting. They're not letting him come home until those results are in and we can get a plan formulated for treatment. It is either stage 3 or stage 4. We won't know that till the results are in, but the way that it's growing and it's moved from his lungs to his brain. And think about this, it's only been 4 months since the fall and he had clean x-rays and a clean CAT scan to now we don't. It's moving fast, which is very concerning to me. Hey, Marina. Oh, that's okay. And so that's what we're dealing with. And it's a lot to take in. It really is. It's just a lot. So oh, I know, Laura. But I'll leave the chat up for anybody that needs to come back. Like if you need to come back, Laura, to see who says they're in and stuff, the chat will be up once the video, you know how that works. The video has to process for the chat to go where you can see it again. I know, Mary. And now this, I do too. I love this community, Laura. We were all set for him to go back to work at the beginning of February from his fall, but he won't be going back to work at this point at all. And so, because I'm not sure because I wasn't sure I'd be able to have the sale, and I didn't want to put in a group that he had cancer and not be live to explain stuff better, because typing can take forever. I decided to do a live stream. He knew I was doing the live. I told him I was going to do it tonight when he got the notification to not watch the video. That's true, Kathy. Well, I'm not the one that should make that rule, but yeah. And Laura says that was a given. And I'm going to put my PayPal back in because it scrolled off for anybody else that came in that may want to donate, because I don't know what I'll be able to do. But Laura, if I could do that on your channel when y'all do that, that would be awesome. We could all get together and do it that way. And that way no one's... Oh, hey, Sherry. I know I never would have thought about that either. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you so much, Laura. I really do appreciate that. That means so much to me. And I will try to be there Tuesday night. Y'all, this is why I haven't been on that many live streams and stuff, because it's hard to be upbeat even with typing. I've seen things with Nick that didn't make sense, but we attributed it kind of to the fall, kind of not. It's really weird. And now it makes good sense why, this stuff was happening. Oh, that would be awesome, Christy. And Christy, if you're new to my channel, if you like, well, I would say look at other videos, because this is not my normal. And if you like what you see, hit the little subscribe button. And welcome to the channel. I agree, Angela. Okay, Angie, thank you so much for coming. You have a great evening. Oh, that's awesome, Laura. See, y'all are awesome. Sherry, do you need me to repeat anything about what's going on and that kind of thing? Because you just came in. I'm willing to repeat. I just have to take my time so I can breathe and stuff. Oh, you do dot paintings, Christy? I have to watch. Excuse me. Christy, I have peed on your porch, as the witchy woman would say. So I want to watch this stuff. So I peed on your porch. Okay, I can do that. That's not a problem. Okay, Angie, and thank you. You can dot, but I can't draw either. I might have to try that dot thing. That sounds awesome. Hi, Smoota. Oh, hey, Nellie. Well, I'm fixing to repeat everything if you haven't been here, because Sherry just came in. Y'all, this is my sister-in-law. Hey, Nellie, hugs. So I'm going to repeat everything so you can hear it firsthand. Thanks for coming. Okay. So, Nellie, I took Nick to the emergency room on Friday. And Nellie and Sherry and anybody else that just came in that needs an update. We thought he had a stroke because of his symptoms. He was numb on his left side. His mouth was drooping. Speech wasn't quite right. And he had a headache that he had had for a couple of days. At the emergency room, they did x-rays. They didn't like the x-rays because when they compared them to the x-rays from 4 months ago when he fell, they didn't look right. So from there, they didn't like the way they looked. They decided to do a CAT scan. The CAT scan showed lesions on his brain, on his frontal lobes, and nodules on his left lung, and it looked like, I saw the x-ray. His left lung looks white and cloudy. It didn't look like that when they were x-raying him for his broken ribs and stuff 4 months ago. So the doctor was like, he didn't like what that looked like. They transported him to Birmingham so he could get an MRI yesterday morning. So yesterday morning they did the MRI. Nick called me and let me know that they did the MRI, and now he was being checked for cancer. And I said, wait a minute, what happened to stroke? And he goes, they took that off the table. Good night, Janie. Thanks for coming. And I'm going to put my PayPal back in for anybody that still wants to donate. Y'all don't have to, you know that. And so anyhow, they took stroke off the table. We're checking him for cancer. Then I get a call a couple of hours later. I have cancer. Here's a doctor. So I talked to the doctor, and he explained to me that it is lung cancer that has metastasized, which is causing the, why can I not ever think of this word? The lesions on the front of his brain. And the lesions on his frontal lobes are what's causing, they're pressing on his brain. They're small, but they're pressing on his brain, and that's what's creating the numbness, the slurred speech, and all the motor, the things that are going, that we thought was a stroke, that are not. It is very scary, Sherry. Hey, Tanya. And so, oh, thank you, Marina. So this morning, they did 4 biopsies. They did 2 from under his left arm because that lymph node was swollen. And the one on the right side, right under your jawbone, there's a lymph node. That one you could see when you're naked. It was obviously swollen. They took 2 from that one as well. And we will get the results of those back hopefully Tuesday. They will not let him out of the hospital until we have those results so that we can formulate a plan of treatment for him. Because the doctor is afraid if they let him out without a plan, he'll fall through the follow-up system, the cracks. Like somebody won't follow up or something will get missed. So he's not getting out of the hospital until there's a plan in place. And that's what the doctor told me today. Tomorrow I'm going to meet with the financial lady at the hospital, but I have to get like bank statements and all kind of stuff. Well, I'm going to be getting bank statements and stuff so that when I go down there Tuesday, I can meet with her while I'm waiting on the results to come in so we can formulate the plan. It's a bunch. But he does have cancer. The tests that they did, the biopsies are to determine the exact type of cancer that it is. Because I asked that to the doctor today while I was there. I said, so he does have cancer. He said, well, technically, we're not supposed to tell you that, but the biopsies are a formality. He said, we know. We look at this stuff every day. It is cancer. The biopsies will tell them what kind of cancer or type, besides lung cancer, but what type of lung cancer so they can treat it the best way possible. Thank you, Tanya. Exactly. I'm glad they're keeping him there so that there's not a problem with the follow-up system and somebody drops the ball. Like I said, these doctors that were there have been awesome. It's that part. I look at it, this is what I told my brother. The devil may be trying to drag the rug out from underneath of my feet, but God is right there putting people in place to keep that from happening. So, okay, I didn't know that. I will thank you so much, Angela. That's good to know. We are, Mary. We're going to reapply for that. I'm hoping that this time, it's cancer. I don't see how they could deny it. He is signing that he is responsible for everything. My name is not on any of this. And see, it's like, and the devil is a liar, Patricia. when he had the fall, the surgeon that fixed his knee, you guys, we have never been billed by that surgeon. I've been billed from the hospital. We've taken stuff in to get that all waived and handled. But the hospital billed us. They billed us for the use of their OR. But that surgeon has never, ever billed us. He did that because he said Nick needed to be able to walk. He wanted him to be able to walk out of that hospital. And so he fixed the one leg he could to get him walking. And that was the knee that he put the pin and plate, the 8 pins and the plate in. But he's never billed us for that. And the doctors that were there, like I said, that surgeon that did his surgery this morning came in early and got him into a surgery and got the biopsies done, because normally that would have waited till tomorrow. And then his primary care doctor, which happens to be the one that was on call, is the one that's saying, I'm not letting him out of here till we have a plan. So if it had to happen, this is the time to do it. Thank you, Angela. I'm so glad that you put that in there. Right. It is a blessing. So there's hidden blessings in all of this. I mean, it's horrible what's going on, and it's mind-blowing and mind-numbing. But there are blessings, and me and Nick, we see the blessings that are there. Nellie, are you still here, sweetie? Okay, good. Do you have any other questions? I'll be glad to answer any questions that I can, and I really appreciate you coming. And I want to tell y'all a funny, because I really need to tell y'all a funny. So this morning, I'm on my way to get our groceries before I go to the hospital. And exactly, Angela. I'm on the way to the hospital, and I'm driving down the mountain, and I get a phone call from Nick. And I thought he's calling to let me know, he's out of surgery. This is what I get on my phone. I answer the phone. I'm like, hello. And he goes, help. Thank you, Sherry. Love you too, sweetie. I get, right. That's what we're waiting on. So all I hear is help. And I'm like, what do you mean help? And he's like, help. And I'm like, Nick, I'm driving in the car to get the groceries. What do you want my help with? He's like, help. I'm like, you know what, Nick? Because I knew he was drugged. I knew he was drugged, and he was just coming out of surgery. Oh, cool, Nellie. That will be awesome. And I'm like, Nick, I'm getting the groceries. I'll be at the hospital in about an hour. I can help you then, okay? He's like, help. And I'm like, Nick, I can't help you right now. I'm in the car on the way to get the groceries. So I get to the hospital. I'm like, so what did you need help with? He goes, I was in pain and I just needed help. And I'm like, so you call me an hour away when the nurse's station is like right outside your door? I just didn't know what he wanted me to do. Help. So I found that just humorous. I'm sure y'all don't find that funny. I thought it was humorous. That was so nice, Nellie. Well, the last time Nick was in the hospital, he had a dog in his room, y'all. They had him on some really good medication, and he told me when I called him, and it was right after his leg surgery, and he's like, there's a dog in here. And I was like, Nick, there's not a dog in your room. Yes, there's a dog in here. I said, what kind of dog? I don't know, but it's really pretty. I said, well, what does it look like? No, I said, what kind of dog? And he goes, I don't know, but Foxy would love it. It's really pretty. And I was like, Nick, I'm hanging up now because they got you on some kind of weird medicine. Exactly. And so he had a dog in his room. He did call me. That was funny. You saw purple flying pigs. Oh, Tanya, that's hilarious. That I deal with it with laughter. Oh, wow, Mary. I should have took dog biscuits. I just thought it was funny he didn't know what kind of dog it was, but Foxy would like it. And Foxy does not like other dogs, but it must have been really pretty if Foxy would like it. Laughter does keep you sane. And I have a weird sense of humor that y'all don't really get to see on here that much. Those drugs do make him crazy. He ain't on that kind of medication this time, though. Thank goodness. Oh, wow. I hadn't heard that one. Spiders and Webs would have had me screaming. They'd have had to get me out of there. Okay, Mary. So, Nellie, isn't this fun? Sitting here and talking to everybody? I don't know if Nellie does this on a regular basis or if this is her first live stream. I know it's the first time she's been on my live stream. And I'm going to change the name of this after when it uploads. I'm going to rename it to Updates on Hubby or something. But I think this name should stick because I can't believe that this happened. Oh, okay. Those are fun too, watching those ones. Normally I'm crafting, Nellie. I'm not. That's what this is. I normally am crafting instead of this kind of thing. So normally all of us that are in here, we're crafting either on their channels or my channel, or that's what we normally do while we talk about stuff. So what I may do is still have my sale on the, see, if he's home by the 4th, I'm going to still plan to have my sale with what I have and anything I can make in between. Yeah, or you can watch some of the, I have plenty of videos you can go through, Nellie, when you're bored. Right, Laura. I'm usually not on this late at night. And like I told Maddie, I hated to do it. Hi, welcome back, Judy. I hated to do it in her live stream, but waiting, like last night, it got to be so late. I just wasn't doing it. And then I had got home. I hadn't been home from the hospital maybe an hour when I went live. I wanted to give myself time to unwind and that kind of thing before I went live tonight. It is good for me. And that's why I've been on the phone with a lot of different people, talking to different people. You know, I have a good support system. So, and some of the people I've been talking to are YouTube friends. I'll be, you know, and I think I have a really good support system. And now it's even going to be bigger because a lot of you told me I could call you too. So we're all good. Okay, cool. Thanks, Nellie. So I'll keep this because I can still sell what I have already got, because I've got stuff made and I've got fabrics and I've got some other stuff, crafty things. And then I'm working on the polymer clay stuff. Okay, cool. Thanks, Nellie. You have a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much for coming. I will tell Nick when I see him. Thanks, and hugs to you too, Nellie. Bye. So the polymer clay, I can come in here and condition clay and punch out a few things and stick them on a tile. And they can, as long as they're made and on the tile, they can be baked at any time. So that's something, if I have, you know, I can't sleep and I want to spend about 30 minutes doing something real quick, I can do those quickly. Oh, Judy didn't. I'm drinking coffee, you guys, in this big cup. This is my coffee. Yeah, talk, and I, you know, it's really great to be on here and talking, because I've been at the hospital all day. Well, today was a bad day too. Can't get anybody to bring. I'll share. You can share. This is a big cup. We can share, Kathy. Too late to have coffee. See, here's what happened today. This is the weird, funny, cranky side of life, I guess. Is this. I set I set up my Walmart order to go pick it up at 10 o'clock. So I would be back home and could get to the hospital about the time I figured he'd be out of surgery. Well, they did his surgery way early. I get to Walmart to do the pickup, and they come out and they're like, so who are you here to pick up? And I said, DeMartino. And they're like, we don't have a record of your order. And I pulled it up on the phone. And I said, right here's the order. Our system went down. If you don't mind waiting for an hour. That's funny, Sherry. And I was like, I told her, I said, look, my husband just had surgery. I set this order up to pick up this time of day so I could get in here, get home. I live 13 miles away. I need to go to the hospital. I'm not waiting an hour. I said, but here's what you can do. When it comes through, cancel it. I'll place it again and I'll come back. Well, I get to the hospital, and at 1 o'clock, and I had been there for a while, I get the notification that my Walmart order is ready to pick up. Well, there's a contact us number on there, in case y'all didn't know that. Oh, wow, Mary or Kathy. So, because it was my grocery order. So I called the contact us number, and I told the dude the order number. His name was Ryan. He was very helpful. And he apologized, and he said, well, your order, they have freezers and stuff there. They can keep your order. You need to get, as long as you pick it up by 8 o'clock tonight, all is good. I said, it won't matter that I'm late. And he's like, no. I said, okay. He said, and I'm going to send you a code to use on your next order for $10 off because this was not your fault. And so I thanked him for that. Kathy's kitchen's a lot closer than your house. Are you sure? Kathy's funny. So that was awesome. So when I left the hospital, because I'm going to show you this. If I have a marker, I can draw it. I do have a marker. We'll draw a picture. So we live here. This is on the mountain. If I go this way, that goes to Springville. And then you go out here, and here's Walmart. I don't like going up and down this mountain unless I have to. So I'm over here in Springville. Well, I forgot. See, Nick needed a phone charger because who takes a phone charger to the emergency room? We did not. So I was planning on having to come back home, get the phone charger, and then go to the hospital. Well, my groceries wasn't ready. Had I got the phone charger before I left the house, I could have left from here and went to the hospital. Y'all see that in a minute. So I came back, got the phone charger, left out of here, and went down the mountain this way, which really, there's a road that comes way out here, and we kind of live out here on the mountain, just so y'all know. So I went out there, made this turn all the way into Birmingham. We turned, we went down this way. The hospital is out here somewhere. So after I left the hospital, I went back this way to here, and then I cut across this mountain to get on the interstate to go back to there. Which saved, since I knew I could pick up at 8 o'clock, because that saved me the backtracking trip tomorrow or the next day when I need to be at the hospital doing other stuff. So then I picked up the groceries and came home. But I didn't get back home till it was about 5:30. It was about 5:30 because I started typing right then. I was going to go live in an hour. So yeah. But that's my little map. Now I got to find a paper towel to leave. I think I'm out of paper towels in this room. Oh, we need alcohol because it dried. But that's our little map of our little rural area. And the hospital is, if I drive, the hospital is an hour away. If Nick drives, we can get there in like 40 minutes to 45 minutes because his foot's a little heavier than mine. Although today I was talking to Misty on the way and I was going 80 at one point. I'm like, oh, Misty, hang on. I got to put the cruise control on. I'm doing 80 because I wasn't paying attention. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm going to go in and get off of here because I still need to eat something and kind of unwind from today. I don't even know what the date is, you guys. Oh, hey, Mary. I'm glad you're back. So I'm going to hop off of here. I'm going to go eat something and try to unwind. And I appreciate everybody letting me know I could reach out to you guys. It is Sunday. Well, I knew it was Sunday. I just didn't know what date. I think it's the 26th, right? Because my sleep schedule is so off right now. Okay, cool. So I wasn't that far off. It's the 26th. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thanks, Angela. Y'all, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Laura. And I love y'all too. And I'm going to try to do my sale on the 4th with what I have. I'm not going to worry about trying to make sure I get more made. I'm going to just, if I can get more made, great. If not, I'll just go with what I have. And then if y'all will let me know when you're doing the hop, I will try to be on there as much as possible. So thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you from y'all. This means so much to me. Night, everybody. Oh, hi, Tammy. I hope I said hi to you earlier. I think I did. But thanks, everybody. Hugs and blessings. Good night.